What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel.
And if anyone says anything about it being late...
Right, alright, let's go!
Welcome back, everyone. Better late than never, I suppose. Better late than never, I suppose. Before we get on with the good stuff, thank you very much to all of my patrons and channel members, of course, who without none of this would be possible. Thank you so much, everyone. So yeah, we jump straight in. I say it's going to be short every month, though, and I was just getting that in there, but it won't be.
Just stop waffling.
I'll find a way to waffle like I am right now. So straight in with the stats, and 719 trophy level, 18,974 trophies, 500 platinums now. However, it's a game that we're going to talk about on the next monthly because it happened in May. But obviously we're here to talk about April, which is just a little bit productive. 3,342 gold trophies, 4,295 silver, and 10,837 bronze. So we've now played 570 games, completed 476 now to 100%. So we're getting that completion rate up. I can't remember where it was last time, but I think I was on 99 or 100 uncompleted games. So we've got a few more over the line, so it was kind of good that I had the rebirth skill issue because we got some games finished, which we're about to see. So yeah, 95.32% completion, which I think might be the highest it's ever been. 1,040 unearned trophies, 5.44 trophies per day, which is slowly dropping now. Views, I claimed my badge. I don't even know if we, because I were that muddled up with the time, I don't even know if I've mentioned it last time or if it happened after. Anyway, I've claimed my badge. You don't even have to view it anymore now. No, it was still nice if you do. So, world and country ranks, blah blah blah, going down. I'm in the red. It is what it is. What can you do about it when you're not playing grubs anymore? So, we take this down.
Sure? Everyone on those trophy hunting pages thinks all you do is
play
grubs.
That's all I play. That's all I play, honestly. Day in, day out, just sweat after grub. I love it, as you can see. But no, in all fairness, it wasn't a bad April, especially whilst I had the headache of Rebirth still going on at the time. Trying to get through those Chadley simulator missions were absolutely brutal. So every now and again, I was sort of taking a break in between them and getting some other games over the line. So in the end, it's actually worked out quite well because there's a few games I've got finished, got trophies on.
So skill issues are a good thing, is what you're telling people.
I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to look at the positive aspects of this and
silver lining.
Yeah, silver lining. So sometimes it's good to have a skill issue. So I started with Dirt Rally 2.0. I knew I wasn't going to get the 100% on this because for anyone who's familiar with the game, the DLC is like a crazy 100-hour, 9 out of 10 difficulty for one or two of the trophies. One of the last couple that I'm missing, but there were a couple of ultra rares in there that were very, very achievable, and I really wanted to play a driving game. I hadn't played one for a while, so I popped it on, a couple of ultra rares. I was quite happy with that. I might go in and challenge myself at some point to get the 100%, but it's unlikely. Concrete Genie, yes! Honestly, everyone in the whole community are going to be so thankful.
Sweatbox.
I'm going to be so thankful that they don't have to listen to me waffle on about Concrete Genie and its unfair VR trophies.
It is unfair still.
I agree. But no, massive thank you to John Callum. Unbelievable. John was kind enough to get this done for me. So yeah, I really, really appreciate it. Unbelievable. So
unbelievable, Jeff.
That's one down.
Unbelievable, John.
Unbelievable, John. You'll love to see it. So the next one being Spider-Man 2. As we all know, they did drop a New Game Plus trophy. Thankfully, it could just be done on easy this time. So it was quite nice just to go back in without all of the distraction within New York.
Just
enjoy the story. It was actually really, really nice. Going back through, quite enjoyed it. Horizon Forbidden West, do I need to say any more as to how much I love this game? I actually did start the Ultra, I've mentioned it once or twice, but I started the Ultra hard playthrough last year sometime. I tried to get it done before Jedi Survivor came out. Didn't quite get anywhere with it, and then FF16 came out and I never got back back to it. So I made this the next one. And do you know what? It wasn't too bad. It was a decent challenge, and it was just great. Similar to Spider-Man, it was great just kind of going back in. You do have to do a lot more of the side content though with this, because there's a trophy for unlocking all of the new Game Plus dyes and face paints and outfits.
Yeah.
And the way you get those is you have to acquire tokens.
Right.
Something tokens. Champions tokens, that's the ones. Champions tokens. And you get them by doing side quests and main missions. If you just do the main missions, you wouldn't earn enough.
Yeah.
So you do have to do some of the side content. But it was honestly great going back through. And yeah, 100%. So another one done. FF16 dropped its second DLC, so we went back in and done that. Again, posed quite a challenge actually. It's not easy. I mean, Leviathan was quite chewy on Final Fantasy mode, which is... I didn't know Leviathan was Chewbacca.
You said he was quite chewy.
Oh, right. I didn't even realise. I was like, what? Love that. Love that. Yeah, he was quite difficult, you know. Oh, we've already started only a couple of minutes in. But yeah, it wasn't the easiest fight. And then there's another trophy within the DLC, which is completing the Kairos Gate or something it's called, and it's. You okay, hon?
I was trying to keep that in so much. If I had water in my mouth, then it would have been a pure spit take. Sorry, I do apologise.
Back in the room. So yeah, there's a trophy for completing the Kairos Gate, which is, I think it's at 20 waves, but each wave has 3 mini waves. I'm looking at you like you played it, but it wasn't easy. Like as you get, I mean, to be fair, even at the beginning it was quite hard, but as you get further in, there's some really difficult battles, and it's one of those, if you die, you're all the way back to the beginning. But yeah, really glad to have got that done. It was nice just to go back in and do bits with Clive and Torgal.
Doom bits.
Do.
Don't do bits with Torgal.
Yeah, it's a bit wrong, isn't it? And yeah, that's kind of the last one. There's obviously progress being made with some of the things that are in May within that month, but we can save that for when we do May's in like 6 weeks' time.
It better not be.
But yeah, if anyone wants to obviously be nosy, I'll let you kind of see it on the screen. But
well, what's the point in that when we're going to do Maze? Hopefully in the next couple of weeks.
Hopefully in 2
Take it
days.
off.
So yeah, that was my April. It was quite nice just to get a few things completed while I was struggling with Final Fantasy, and yeah, I quite enjoyed myself. So yeah, let's move over to Becky's list.
We're going to do it together because I haven't got a clue what's going on in it. Here we are with a lovely picture. I like that. It's looking pretty cool.
Cheeky Spyro.
Just move that out of the way. Look. It's pretty cool. I like.
What, like the mouse cursor was like covering him up?
Pure Spyro. Anyhow, so we're at trophy level 303, 1,730 trophies, 41 platinums, 264 gold, 357 silver, and 1,068 bronze.
Very lovely.
69 games played.
69. Oi, oi.
39 completed. We're at 72.05% completion. I've got 741 unearned. I've nearly got the same amount as you with way less games.
That's fine. We're going to bring that down. No more new games for you.
2.97 trophies a day, 613 views. Cheeky little 613.
Nice.
Them ranks are green somehow.
Yeah. You're going up in the world. How do you feel about that? Oh, look at this April.
Well, it's going to take me all of 2 seconds to talk about April.
What happened in April?
I got a platinum.
You forgot. It was that bad though. You completely forgot about it.
I got Hogwarts. Little bit of grinding.
9 months, 4 days. Bit of grinding.
Yeah.
Don't mind that. Bit of grinding.
Do you know what? And by the end of it, I like fell back in love with it again. I really, really enjoyed. What house are you again?
It's a bit dirty, but because my drink's been on it, but a Bit of Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff was my favourite beginning of the story. The quest that you had to do, because you have to play each one, and each one has a different way you get to the point you've got to get to. Because I've been a bit cryptic, because obviously no spoilers like Amy normally does.
Yeah,
so,
no twists on this channel.
Yeah, so it has like slightly different quests, which depending on which house you're in. And I think actually Slytherin was one of my favourites. I really enjoyed that one. But I think Hufflepuff, I think I really enjoyed.
Can't remember them all now, but I remember the Hufflepuff one. Yeah, and it was really, really good.
Yeah, my love for it came back. It definitely did come back. It was good. Is it in there?
What's that?
It is in there. I sorted my trophy cabinet out before you told me off.
One day I expect you to do a game that's like it can go in here and you just do it without me asking. That would be amazing. I'd probably get a bit turned on as well.
And then the only other game I'm saying the only other game. I did play some of these other games obviously in April, but now they've moved to May because I played them and got trophies.
Because we've done it late.
So yeah. Final Fantasy VII Remake PS4,
which we've already mentioned the story, haven't we? But you just chipped away again just to keep it.
So if I chip it away, if I chip away it.
I don't know what was going on there.
I don't know what's going on either. So if I chip away it, I can just auto pop the rest of it on PS5. Because obviously I've already played the whole game on PS5. I've got a lot of the trophies on the PS5. I've got some of the DLC as well. It's just there was no point to me then playing all of the PS5 to then play all of the PS4 when I've already started PS4. And it's not like I'm cheating by auto popping, because I've done most of the stuff. I've done it on the PS5, but what's the point in doing both versions of it?
I agree with that. And for anyone who obviously hasn't seen the video, or the previous one where we explained it, we had James and Amy up visiting, didn't we? And all we wanted to do was show them the beginning section, just to try and sell the game to them. And we loaded the PS4 version up by mistake, and
a trophy popped at the beginning. Literally, it's the first trophy that you get, and I was like,
doesn't it?
They were like, "Oh, trophy, get in!" And me and you were just like, "Wait, why? Why is there a trophy? There shouldn't have been a trophy." My face just dropped. I was like, "No!"
Yeah, it literally gives you one, doesn't it, for winning your first battle, which is those Shinra soldiers as you jump off the train.
Yeah. Sad times.
But yeah, so a quiet month.
Yeah, I've been very busy with work. Lovely, amazing news though.
Yes.
Being made permanent in my job. So that's a nice big weight lifted.
Absolutely.
But it's just been tricky in the run up to it.
Yeah.
Working my bit off.
Absolutely.
Literally going to bed as soon as I get in, pretty much eat my tea, go to bed. So no time for games.
You played a little bit more in May, which obviously is on the screen now, but we'll talk about that when we eventually get to May. One day we will start to bring this closer to the start of the month.
In my line of work, it's just whether or not I can.
It's just been manic.
Do it.
I didn't put any messages in leading up to the video because people are probably thinking, here he goes again with the excuses. But genuinely, because we're having to put spending money aside for Florida coming up, I've been doing extra shifts at work. And for people who don't know, my shifts are 12 hours a day. Yeah. And when I'm doing so many, the last thing I want to do is come in and record or play my games even. So we've just been chilling on a night, and then I had a little spell where I wasn't very well. I think I was just exhausted from all of the shifts. I had a couple of days of some sickness. It's just been a little bit manic. So whenever we did have plans to do the video,
I was asleep or you were ill.
It's just getting us both together, isn't it? But yeah, that's
my rubbish April.
It's going to be better in a little bit more to talk about. Better. Well, I could keep doing that. More to talk about in May, and then hopefully when we get into June.
I was hoping to get to platinum in May.
We might have to do something real quick after
I can't, it's my birthday tomorrow. I don't have time now.
I have to do Spyro after the video, get finished off. But yeah, that's Becky's list, everyone. So let's jump over to the good stuff, which is the monthly platinum collection. To the monthly platinum collection we go then, guys, and starting off strong, absolute legend, that is John Callum. Ladies first, so me, I thought so. Beat you to it this time. So, wow, what a month. Got to love a bit of DLC getting. So we've got Battlefield 1 in there, and we've got Minecraft Legends. John's also done unbelievable video actually on Battlefield 1, so go out and check it out.
Very nice.
Very nice.
And then we're up to Aaron. So guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? And then this bit doesn't fit. It's Dingly Dangly Do. Dingly Dangly Do is how in my head that went, but it didn't fit with
like a Yorkshire and Dingly Dangly Do.
Yeah, didn't fit together. So I just got my PS5 back after my son decided to send it flying across the bedroom. So the trophy hunting only really just started again whilst I was in Ipswich visiting the fraud, Mr. James, and probably the best cup of tea maker I've tasted from Amy.
Oh.
So number 1, It Takes Two, which at this point is mine and James' couples therapy game. Not much else to say about it other than it's a really fun game. Number 2, My Friend Peppa Pig. The fact I've done this one twice now should really be a reflection upon myself. James was wetting himself as he lost the will to live whilst looking for Daddy Pig's glasses. Unpacking, lovely game to chill out to. Best part was watching James spend half an hour trying to find where to put a damn photo frame though. Right, so we've got the colander issues with Amy and the photo frame issues with James. You guys okay? Do you own a home or...
Don't know anything.
Like he's lived in a flat.
Don't know where anything goes.
That's all from me for April. But PS5 is back in my possession and I'm ready to rock. Hopefully next month will be a special one. Also, please ignore Avatar. I haven't put any effort into that one yet. Hope you all had a great month. Looking forward to seeing everyone's completions.
Very, very nice, Aaron. And love to see you back, bud. Right, so we have Marie up next. So 6 plats, 1 DLC clean up this month. We've got Bleed, my first 10 out of 10 done. Really proud of this one. It's a good game too. Very, very well done, Marie. Love that. We've got That's You in there. Clean this up using an emulator for 5 more devices on my PC. Fun party game though. Infliction, short horror game. It's okay. Rolled it for a badge. Mortal Shell, really good Souls-like, pretty smooth combat and dark setting, which I like a lot, can only recommend. Very well done on that, because for some reason, even though the guides give it a 6 out of 10 and I've done harder games, I just can't get my head around it. I've done all the story and stuff, so yeah, skill issue, probably right. It's just the no shell run, you've got to do the whole game without getting hit once. Yeah, exactly.
No shell?
No shell. Just 0 shells.
Instead of a mortal shell, no shell.
Just no shells included. We've got Jotun done, another really hard plat. It's rated an 8 by most people, but I struggled so much that I personally would rate it at a 9. A lot of RNG involved trying to do no damage and beat the bosses without god powers on Valhalla mode. Tedious. Got 100% on Lords of the Fallen. Devs added modifiers such as randomised enemies, items, no checkpoints, no death run, etc., which is cool, but they also attached those to trophies, basically asking for another 8 playthroughs of this game. Wow. Thankfully you can activate them all simultaneously after you've beat the game and reset the world. So I did that and speedrun the game in a few hours. Very, very nice. Oh wow, you've finally done this one, because I've seen the obviously we've got the Worlds of Final Fantasy channel now, haven't we, and I see little updates from people, but when it comes to the actual platinums I ignore it so I can see it here. So I didn't know Marie had finished it, so that's amazing. So first FF, and I liked it. Combat was good, music was cool, and story was fine, but didn't really catch me. Not going to complete the whole series now, but I'm probably going to play Rebirth 2 at some point, and obviously Stranger of Paradise. As always, Marie, very, very nice month. Absolutely smashed it. I mean, there's your contender for monthly champion right there.
So we're at Amy. Hello, my lovely trophy hunters. Hope you've all had an amazing April. I'm extremely... Oh my God, right. Hang on. Put my teeth back in.
Only 2 entries in.
Tired.
I know.
I'm extremely proud of my platinums for this month, as they are both ones that I never thought I would get when I started trophy hunting journey nearly a year ago. So Spider-Man Remastered. Finally got around to playing this as it was on sale on the PlayStation Store and James kept bugging me to buy it. Oh boy, am I so glad I did. It was incredible. I'll admit it did take me out of my comfort zone for a while whilst I got used to the controls. However, once I got the hang of everything, I was hooked. The story was brilliant and the gameplay was excellent. Haven't done the DLC or New Game Plus yet, but I'll get it done in the future. God! I'm really sorry. Fraud! What was that?
I don't know, I didn't hear anything. It's clearly just a cough.
Do you know them mini games on Spider-Man?
Oh, the mini games.
Did you find them quite easy?
Oh yeah, piece of cake. Accessibility settings, auto comp.
But you know what actually makes it worse, and I didn't think about it until you said it.
What?
Mrs. Fraud only learnt that from Mr. Fraud.
Yeah, she wouldn't have known
So
it was
you're
there.
doubly a fraud now, James.
Double fraud.
So that fraudness that you lost when you did my
Astro's Playroom.
Playroom, you've actually gained a little bit more of it because you told Amy those things were there. If you'd have never told her, she'd have never known. I'm glad you enjoyed the game though, but next time just play the mini games. Anyhow.
It wouldn't be a monthly without rinsing the
frauds.
fraudsters.
The family of frauds. So then we've got Until Dawn. What a game. As someone who loves horror, I was intrigued by the game, but I wasn't sure if I'd like it. However, the amazing bexxraff16 kept telling me how great it was, and I want to say a huge thank you to her for letting me play the first few episodes when I was up visiting. In the first episode, I was hooked, and I found myself fully invested in the story and characters. Team Sam for the win. I didn't even mind doing 3 playthroughs as I got to experience different stories each time. Definitely the best game I have played this year so far for sure. I mean, she's bending the truth slightly about how much she enjoyed playing 3 playthroughs.
Yeah,
she did have a rage.
Fails to mention all of the WhatsApp messages in our group about it. And
Jeff, help me!
What do I need to do?
Sorry, Amy, we have to. It's a rite of passage. It's just the rules of the Platinum Jangus channel now that
of course
you two get rinsed. So, my May is probably going to be quite quiet gaming wise as I've got some exciting things happening. James and I are going to Comic-Con in London and it's a server meetup. I'm so hyped. Great month as always, everyone. Amy, over and out.
Yeah, absolutely smashed it. Love that. Really good little month there, Amy. Okay, so we have Sarah up next. Another Batman heavy month for me. Batman Arkham City, 100%. Some of those campaigns and Extreme Predator maps still haunt me. Wow, very well done. Batman Arkham Knight, Platinum and 100%. Holy error message, Batman. So many crashes when going for the Platinum, but thankfully I had no issues going through the many DLC trophies. Some really hard trophies, but honestly City felt much harder. Been playing Helldivers 2 and Red Dead Redemption 2 casually, and just started some nostalgia with Bully from my backlog. Very nice month that. Love that. I always appreciate seeing some of the Batman stuff on there because I can't do it. So yeah, respect. You love to see it.
And then we're on to Sturzy. So 4 Platinums this month, 8 Dragons PS4, PS5. So that means both.
Yeah.
So that means both. A classic beat 'em up game that took a while to get used to, but once I did, as you can see on the PS5 version, I smashed straight through. Classic pool, PS4 and PS5. Nothing too hard about the game, just getting 5 wins in a row was annoying at first as controls weren't the best I've had on a pool game. Been working on Nickelodeon, All-Star Brawl 2, just need to go through the campaign and do it on the hardest difficulty, but if you lose all your lives you go back to the start. Also been working on Destruction, All-Stars, getting it done bit by bit, but definitely need some help with 2 trophies in the game which require wrecking all opponents and setting all the opponents on fire with certain characters, which seems impossible unless boosted. So any help for Sturzy?
Yeah,
appreciated.
Absolutely. Decent little month there, Adam. Well done, bud. Hoes still need me. Me looking for a game I finished this month. Yeah, I like it. Funny, I'll go with the next one as well, with there not being any...
You're just like, oh look, I'm tagged in it. I'll read it about me.
No, go on then.
No, I'm joking, go on.
No, actually, because he's mentioning Forbidden West.
Yeah, so you can read it.
I might cry a little bit. I can't wait to see you at the meet-up. What are you messing? Right, so another month down, another monthly progress report, and just like NSYNC would say, it's going to be May. It's going to be May! I love that. I've been waiting too long to crack that joke. Anyway, enough rambling, onto the trophies and a monster month. So we've got Minecraft PlayStation 3 edition. This was fun. You can get like 90% of the trophy list, including DLCs from the good old tutorial world if you're a sneaky cheat like me. Just kidding, play how you want. I did boost a lot of this with someone because, well, I'm lazy. Horizon Forbidden West. Oh boy, Horizon Forbidden West. How do I word this without summoning Platinum Jangus in my bathroom mirror with a pitchfork? I will start by saying I owe the game an apology. I initially called it a complete shit show. That was definitely harsh. I still think it's a mess though.
I am looking forward to finding out why. What about it is. So this is a discussion we shall have on Friday. Why? So be prepared with a full explanation. I want data, I want evidence, I want research. Tell me why.
Makes no sense. I'm not having this conversation. Right, so WRC 5. Oh boy, this game was this game fun? So WRC 5's fun, but Horizon Forbidden West is so little cars going round in
rally
championship, and I love driving games, you know that, but it's not better than Forbidden West, is it?
Beating up these gigantic mechanical animals isn't good. It's not helping some people.
There's no telling them.
No helping some people.
So oh boy, this game fun. Really scratched that racing itch I had. Made me buy WRC 6 and 7. Got all of the constant PS Store sales. Also, really stunning game considering it came out in 2015. The Wolf Among Us, this was neat. I remember playing it years ago on an old account, but I didn't remember it being so bloody brutal. I don't know if that's just because I wasn't a psychopath as a child. Deliver Us the Moon, again, very fun. Didn't expect this to be so fun. Another game that I'd just be repeating what hundreds of others have said about if I talked about it. Shotgun Farmers, Redneck Call of Duty. That's all I can describe this as. I mean, it's now my rarest plat. First ultra rare and slowest platinum. Nice. Currently working on AO Tennis 2. Trust me, I don't know where the urge for tennis appeared, and popped the intro trophy to Goat Simulator 3 for Ludi XP's new Alphabet Challenge. Very, very nice. Now, great little month. Love that. Looking forward to seeing you at the meetup.
Similar to Ryan. So what's up, folks? 5 plats this month. The Walking Dead, the Telltale Definitive Series. One of my favourite Telltale games, was great, going back to the older seasons. As I never got a chance to do the final season. It was a great story going through Clementine's life throughout. Oddballers, fun dodgeball game, played with Rob, Taylor and Scott. Had a right laugh with sometimes bullying Taylor, but it had to be done. Somebody has to get bullied.
Yeah. It's a bit unfair though, picking on the smallest one.
I mean, it's the easiest one, isn't it? Is it Dorky or Docky?
I don't know. Dorky?
Dorky Literature Club Plus. Visual novel. I don't usually play, but I enjoyed it a lot of twisted things going on through the story. I would recommend also. There's a badge for completing it thanks to Nex.
Fairs.
Jen. Badge.
Probably already got it.
Completed it, mate.
Just going to catch Griff.
F1 23 to the PS4 stack. Luckily didn't have to do the online portion of it, so just doing it all in single player stuff, which was easy enough. MX vs ATV All Out. Easy racing game. There is one trophy for winning 16 player race online. Managed to get a group for it. Have to thank Mark for the help on the rest of the online trophies. As always, great month. All the best in May.
Very, very nice, Ryan. Love that, bud. So we've got Rushy up next. Need for Speed, rather. Hot Pursuit Remastered. Needed another racing game to finally scratch the itch of them. I really enjoyed doing this and using the cars from the DLC, which I didn't get to do last year when I cleaned up the PS3 stack of this. Highly recommend if you enjoy racing games, and it goes on sale very often for a few quid. 2 Point Campus. For the third time I've got this to 100%. I'm hoping that this will be the last DLC they release, as they only done 3 on Hospital. Really good DLC. I still think the Spirit DLC was the best one. Highly recommend both 2 Point games. They are brilliant.
It's 2 Point Campus.
I'm assuming it's like 2 Point Hospital, but in a campus, right?
Like a university?
Yeah, I would have thought so. You want that one now, don't you? You have to do Hospital first, darling.
It's tricky. I've got a skill issue.
we know that. Bullseye, nothing to say about this one. Bad game, but needed another 100% on the profile. LA Noir, decided to play this to try bash it out before Anthem, which was a tight call. Really enjoyed the story on this and all the different kind of crimes you get to do. Love the partners you got for each desk though. Thought the dialogue between them was brilliant. The DLC cases were also a lot of fun. The only negative I could say about this game is the amount of collectibles, but that's typical Rockstar. You have to play this if you haven't already. My friend Pedro, this caught my eye a while back, and as it's leaving Plus, I decided to go for it. It's really fun, stick shooter I guess is the only way I can describe it. It has a learning curve when going for the S ranks, but honestly, with a bit of practice, it wasn't too bad. Anyone who's curious in this needs to give it a go before it leaves Plus. Adventure, Capitalist, Cleanup, Dashboard and Clock, Setting Sim. This game isn't a game, it's dreadful, a pain in the backside and an annoyingly long game. I don't think I've ever hated a game as much as this turd. Glad to chuck it in the deleted bin where it belongs, nothing but regret. Lego Undercover, I downloaded a few games to play with Abby and let her choose. When she said we'll play the one with the policeman icon, it was clear this was the choice. Honestly, I'm not too keen on Lego with my history of them bugging on me, but this was flawless. Really good game with the typical humour you find in them, and the clean-up, whilst there is a ton to do, didn't feel too bad. I'd recommend this for anyone looking for a co-op game to play, or anyone who has anyone who is a fan of Lego. Yeah, it's weird because I've not had issues with any of the Lego games, but this one.
Okay, that's interesting.
I really enjoyed it, but yeah, a few little bugs. Managed to get some fixes. It was never game breaking, but yeah, I had a few little. what we
I'll tell you later.
Oh dear, I don't even want to know. Huge thanks again to Spud for the Need for Speed Online boost. Well done everyone on another quality month from you all. Keep showing why we are the best plat server around. Love that, Rushy.
Cute.
That's great. And yeah, great month as always.
Very
but keep on smashing it, dude.
So we're into Shaz. A much more productive month this time round. First achiever for Dead Island 2 is 100%. And the first game being one of my favourites from my childhood, being first for this game is amazing. And then Stellar Blade is a huge W. I was pleasantly surprised. It made it into my top 5 games in the last 2 years.
Nice.
Well done to everyone on their accomplishments.
Oh, very, very good.
Very nice. You're looking forward to Stellar Blade, aren't you?
Yeah, I can't wait. It looks really, really good.
It's still tiny.
Yeah, I just thought with Shaz not going into much detail on the games, I thought if we just bring that up a little bit so we can... I'll have to play. I think we might have a Tifa beater on our hands, you know. That sounded really wrong, but I think people know what I mean.
Yeah, it was probably quite a good thing to use in the end, wasn't it? Because you're going to be a Tifa beater. Or you beat over Tifa at least.
Oh, I didn't think that through. Oh dear. Some of the outfits though, like you've seen them, haven't you?
We were looking at a video.
I think it was like Power Pics showing you all the...
what was she wearing?
What was she wearing? Exactly my thought as well. What were they thinking?
What was she wearing? I didn't notice because all I could see was bum and boobs. Getting a little hot and sweaty under the collar, are you?
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, right. The legend that is Wes. New month, new SOA again. Dead Island 2, DLC cleanup. great DLC. SAO Last Recollection, great game, fun story, boring grind. Gotta love it when a game makes me grind 100 plus hours for one trophy. Wow. And then Axel Word versus Sword Art Online Millennium Twilight, work in progress. Why is this name so damn... Well, I was looking at it for a second there, I was like, how do I start this? But yeah, as always, Wes, absolutely banging, unbelievable month, keep it up, legend.
So we're on to some random pleb.
some random pleb, love it every time.
Smaller month for me, did some 10 plus year cleanups on God of War, Chains of Olympus, God of War, Ghosts of Sparta and Fallout New Vegas. Couple of cheeky Telltale 100% to end the year. Do your years go differently to ours?
I'm so confused. Hopefully it just means the month, right? when were the Telltale games?
April.
No, I'm just thinking if it was, like the very last day, and maybe it was... I don't know. Who knows? I can see they were all in April. That's all that matters. Very good, as always. So we've got Bartek up next. So 100% on AC Origins. I finally finished all the trophies and could move on to a new game. I love this game so much, and it's on my top 3 AC list. When I finish Liberation, at some point I will post a whole list of my rankings. For now, I can see it's a lovely game. I can see it might already be my favourite in the RPG series, besides Operation Red, which we will get done soon. AC3, compared to the other one, it's just a complete shit show. I agree. Obviously, I did it as part of my 20 game challenge.
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed 3. I didn't mind it because I love Assassin's Creed, but it's certainly low tier for me.
Is this the one that you were debating?
Well, it was the one where I picked it up because I didn't have a lot left technically, and I thought I could do this for my 20 game challenge, and it gets one off my cleanup list.
Yeah.
And some of the things I was still having to do, like the underground network, finding all of the fast travel points in the underground. Why? You never used them. What was the whole point? And then some of the full synchronization objectives. It was the one. Do you remember where I was trying to blow up a ship, but you had to blow the ship up in a certain way. So you had to almost weaken it a little bit, so it revealed its powder kegs within the ship, and then blow up using that. But I was so powerful, it was just I was shooting the ship, and then I read things online. It was recommending if you don't, instead of shooting them, just bang your ship into theirs, nudging, it'll reveal it. It was just destroying the ship straight away. But yeah, there's lots of other things. I think Connor was probably the blandest character ever written in any media. The amount of times I nearly fell asleep while he was talking. It was a weak story, and I just think after what we had with Ezio, it was just a massive. And yeah, even though the series has been a bit all over still for people since then, it's definitely a lot better than this. There are so many points I hated, but the most annoying thing is the trophy list and the stupid town trophies. The DLC was pretty cool though. 100% on Little Misfortune, a small indie game that I saw Black Phantom playing, so I just downloaded it and enjoyed it quite a lot. And already after that I started with the Battlefront 1 grind. Before we talk about that, I have another one of the indie to show. What is it? The Artful Escape. So we've got 2 here, 136 and 137, Artful Escape. Another game that will leave PS Plus, and since I couldn't play all of them, I said I would do 6, and with that I have 2 out of 6 done. It will be deleted until 21st of May. I think most people have already played it and got it, but if you didn't, just play it. Awesome graphics with a cool story. I am a big fan of indies and just little stories. I'm definitely happy to have it on my list.
I wanted to do that, I didn't realise it was going.
Yeah, unfortunately. And the 3 online game for the year is Star Wars Battlefront 1, F My Life. This was a pain. From boostings that started at 7 PM till 3 AM, and then at 7 work till freaking idiots and tryharders. Yeah, definitely the most annoying online game I did so far. I don't want to cry too much because I got to meet some new people I think I got
Yep.
some,
Yeah.
and I might play Black Ops 4 World War 2 later this year. Found lots of dedicated trophy hunters and almost my potential wife. Ooh, love that. Overall, a great month with really good progress. Plans is finishing the games before they leave Plus, Battlefront 2, SE4, and I'm sure, is it Weird West? Is it not Wild West? Indies, and maybe Far Cry 4. Great month from everyone, and at the end, a puzzle for the people reading earlier. My last stop is 21st of May when I leave Plus forever. What game am I? Yes, I know you can cheat, but it's what? Haven't you just told us we're out for a skate? I'm confused. Anyway, we move.
Right, and then we're on to McCann. Only managed the one plat this month with Vampy.
What we do? Vampy?
Vampire, but with a Y?
That'll do.
I didn't see the R on the end of it.
Vampy! Oh no.
Vampire. I had a great time with this game and it had been on my backlog for a while, so I was happy to clean it up. Congrats, everyone.
Love it. And then another one of these from MZ. This is where all my platinum trophies go, if I had them. So we've got Dylan up next. Hi everyone, just joined the Discord to get more out of my trophy hunting experience. What is that? I'm usually good at owning straight in on what the games are.
Fist of the North
Star, Lost Paradise. Is my first Yakuza game and I managed to become fastest achiever. Panzer Dragoon, third fastest. Broforce, third fastest. Wow. Fastest achiever on Earth Defense Force. Deadlight, second fastest achiever. God's Will Fall, third fastest achiever. Wow. Slain, seventh fastest. Something about me is I have a 100% completion rate and I like to platinum games quick. Overall, I enjoyed every game I played in April, especially Fist of the North Star. Uncanny Valley came bundled with Slain, so I thought I might as well do it.
I am intrigued though, and I'd love someone, because Shaz does similar.
Yeah.
He likes to do that. Do you? I've heard that you do alt accounts and play the game so that you know how to get there. So do you actually physically enjoy the game when you play through it, and then just speed run it on your main account after? Like, is that how it works? Do you just enjoy the game and what is happening, or is it just all about go? I was genuinely curious because obviously, I mean, I take forever and a day to finish my games, but if that's what you want to do, obviously, no, like,
yeah, I mean, it's just
disrespect. Genuinely curious as to, like, do you actually get to enjoy the story of it?
Yeah, I mean, it's just our opinion, isn't it? I don't see how you can enjoy and fully appreciate a game when you're using it almost as like a task and a challenge to get through and tick certain boxes. Because I know a lot of, like, along the way, and even Shaz has admitted it, skipping cutscenes, that just is mind-boggling to me, because it's like watching a film, and then when there's a big cinematic, fast-forwarding it or something. I don't know.
So my genuine question is, do you get to enjoy the story at all? Like, is that what you do on your first playthrough, on your alt? Do you replay it so that you get to... Like, genuinely, I'm curious, because obviously it's not something I knew about until Shaz. Like, I genuinely didn't know that until, like, I seen Shaz doing it. So I was genuinely just curious.
Yeah, I would certainly think about it, because I think, and he's mentioned it in a previous video, and I didn't like everything that Lewis said in his most recent video. We watched a little bit of it, didn't we? But what you enjoy today isn't necessarily going to be something that you like in a year's time. So you might put all of this effort in now trying to get fastest achievers, and then in a year you're going to look at it and think, why did I even do that? I think you need to just get in full enjoyment now. And if you listen to like what Lewis is saying, without saying it, he's basically admitted to wasting a lot of his life playing all of these grubs, grinding away at games that he didn't enjoy. So clearly his mindset's now changed, and he's realised how much of a waste of a time it actually was. So I would stop treating games as an experiment and play them for pure enjoyment, which is what the
not the question I'm asking.
Oh, no.
You're making it political. And
no, I know.
I'm genuinely intrigued and asking a question. You're You're almost challenging them about it.
No,
I just want
like
to know.
we all play.
I'm just curious.
We all play things at our own pace and how we want to play them. Obviously, I'm a big advocate for gaming, and I want people to get every single ounce.
Yeah, but
out
that's
of it.
their enjoyment.
Yeah,
you can't question somebody's enjoyment. I just was genuinely curious about how it works because I've never heard about it. You're changing my question and making it seem like a bad thing.
Oh no, not at all, not at all. No, and I have massive respect for the numbers he's putting up. It's absolutely insane. Yeah, pretty crazy to be honest. I couldn't do it.
So we're on to Hurricane. So only 2 platinums for me this month due to Batman Arkham Knight, taking up most of my time. Assassin's Creed Mirage was pretty good, not my favourite Assassin's Creed so far. And then, it doesn't say it, but Ice Hockey Breakthrough Gaming Arcade.
Yeah, didn't want to admit to that one in the description. Yeah, I think have I done that one? I've done some of the Breakthrough Gaming Arcade stuff back in the day. I don't know if I've done that one though. M-Master, pushed myself hard this month. I had a nasty flu, so I passed the time with the most beautiful hobby in the world. Wolfenstein New Order, Diablo 2, Achilles, Wolfenstein 2, Diablo 3 Classic, Wolfenstein Old Blood, and Days Gone. Wow, that's unbelievable. Thanks to Crow for your post from Wolfenstein 2. I died twice this week, just before the finish line. I wanted to take a break for now, but your post scratched my ego, so I pulled myself together and ended the thing. Congratulations to everyone this month.
Nice.
Yeah, it's an unbelievable month. Absolutely love that. Very, very impressive. Yeah, really, really good indeed. Oh, and speak of the devil.
So Crow. Work has finally slowed down, so I'm back to collecting my shiny trophies. April brought me back to form with 2 ultra rares, plats, and 100%. So Gems of War List 2 finished, Binding of Isaac, and Wolfenstein 2. 1.22%. Nice.
Yeah. Losing your eyes here is 1.23. It must be, because you're getting closer to 31. Yeah, it's tomorrow, for anyone who didn't know. Yeah, it's Becky's birthday. So we've got a good couple of days coming up, haven't we? Yeah, a good couple of days, because we're obviously spending time tomorrow with your mum and dad. Food and drinks and good times. And then on Thursday, comedy night.
Yep.
Yeah. Obviously not many drinks, just what we get with the ticket.
No, because we've got 5 a.m. wake up call for
Friday.
the very first Jenga's meet up. I didn't know how I wanted to say it, so then it got a bit staccato-y, and then I just had to do a little jig to make it seem okay. Very nice anyway.
Yeah, unbelievable. So we got Bossman up next. April brought 1 plat, which is 100% improvement over Feb, and March's big 0 plat months. Shoutout games, leaving extra, making me have fear of missing out. Dangerous golf, fun game where you take a golf ball and have to cause as much destruction as possible in the room or area you're in. Yeah, nice, 1.18%. I knew it must be close to that, otherwise you wouldn't be playing it, would you, Stephen?
So we've got
Sorry, we had to get that in there.
Got J Ninja a title defence on par with Chelsea's 15-16 season.
Yeah.
Bit of a disappointing month due to still being blocked by a milestone plat. We're starting to make some decent progress, but then it started to crash on me every time it saved. So I need to figure out a way around that, as I currently can't make any progress. Hopefully I'll actually have some decent stuff to show next month. Minecraft beat 100%. Was missing just 1 trophy for ages, had been slowly working towards it when Aiden Sam told me of an easier way to get it, which worked like a charm. So big thanks to them. With that, that's all 3 stacks at 100%, at least until the inevitable PS4 stack DLC trophies. Overwatch 2, PS4 and PS5 100%. Finally managed to get the last few DLC character trophies done. Been a really long road to get to this one, from joining a boosting Discord for the game back in 2021, and eventually ended up being a mod and session leader there. Met some good people along the way and created some good memories. Mad to think how long it's been and how far I've come since then. It was a dark time for me back then, so I'm grateful to have had them. Right, I can't call. Stop scrolling.
Sorry, I didn't know if we were in the way of it.
I can't see now. Right, sorry. It was a dark time for me back then, so I'm grateful to have had them there just to help me forget for a while. 3 years later, and the Overwatch chapter should finally be over. Here's to the next one.
Fantastic. Cheeky Overwatch platinums, love that. So we've got Post Office Buddy up next. Only 2 plats this month. N++ was an extremely old backlog cleanup. Choo Choo Charles was just a way to blow off some steam while taking breaks from the really frustrating N++ levels. Very, very nice. We have Mr. Mark next.
So we got 4 plats and 1 DLC cleanup last month. Dangerous Golf, fun little game. Cheers to Stephen for the 5 minutes online boost. Flame Over, decided to play this after talking to Spode about it. Really enjoyed it, except for a few random unstoppable fireballs to insta-ruin a nearly 2-hour run. Crash finally went back to clean up Stormy Ascent after talking to Flick while he was playing it. Outward. Glad I played this with Rob. Very steep learning curve and a lot of mechanics in play to keep on top of. MX versus ATV, fun and easy, thanks to Ryan. For the online races, got the 16-man trophy with 20 plus and only 1 bad booster.
Oh, very, very nice, as always, Mark. Love that. So we've got Raven's Code up next. 3 plats this month, which is 2 more than my last month. Got to play way more than usual this time. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, better COD story for recent times. The campaign mode crashed a few times, deleting my progress, which did take the enjoyment out of it. Call of Duty Classic, what a game, must play for COD lovers, ahead of its time. Unturned, nothing to say, you might hate or enjoy it. Only played it due to Rainer Games, which took 6 months for me to get the motivation to finish it off finally, and somehow I ended up enjoying it a bit.
Very nice.
Very, very nice.
And we have next. As always, everyone has absolutely smashed it. Well done, everyone. On with the show. So we've got Oddworld, new and tasty. Played this on April Fool's Day and more fill me for playing it. This was a club game for March, and although it was 17 hours late, I'm taking it even though I don't get the shiny roll. 3 out of 12. Is this a continuation? What is it? It's a duck.
Oh yeah, duck this game.
Ah, didn't catch on. Duck this game. It's absolutely horrific. I have zero shame in the fact that Giles did 98% of this for me, because honestly, what the duck. It took us 20 plus hours, and a good hour of that was me crying and going, why can't I ducking do it? At the top of my lungs. 0 out of 10. Wouldn't recommend, even with the fact it's doubled my ultra rares. In case I haven't made my opinion clear enough so far, duck this game, but with an F. Then we've got Undertale. Move it and then I'll read it because you're going to hurt my eyes.
Is that right?
I was told to play this for years and I'm glad I finally did. I can't recommend it enough, and that's not even just for the fact you don't actually have to finish it to pop the platinum. There are so many different ways for you to play it and enjoy it. If for whatever reason you haven't already played this by now, please do. Mystic Pillars Remastered. This only took me so long because I was playing it whilst bored half to death at work. It was a fun puzzle game and free, always a bonus. 100 levels might have been a bit of much. They probably could have got away with 50 or so in the exact same story, which was one of its stronger points. Then we've got Nour, Play With Your Food. Second worst game I played this month. It originally had given me 2 more ultra rares, though it kind of redeemed itself. However, they've since been stripped from me. I've said to a couple of people that this is more of an interactive art exhibition than a game, and I stick by that, but given it only took me a few hours, there isn't much to complain about, but apparently I've given it a good go.
Very nice. I also think I might have just realised what you were laughing at.
Oh no!
It's just literally caught my eye, only because there was some movement.
I'm going to tell him off. Because that's why I saw it.
That's fine. We won't tell anyone who hasn't noticed yet.
Yeah, but now the laugh's not going to be like...
I'll laugh anyway. I'll laugh at everything. So we've got Black Phantom up next. Another month is over, and this one, almost half of it, was me dealing with personal matters and not feeling like doing anything other than going to work and to the gym to kind of deal with whatever was happening. Thankfully, everything is now dealt with, and we're back in action for May, and I hope everyone has an amazing month to come in. Whatever you do, keep on keeping on, like Howard King says. That's awesome, and I'm glad to hear that you're doing better as well. No, it's really, really good to hear. Like I say, if ever you're feeling like that, bud, just drop us a message if ever you wanna chat. The Last of Us Remastered. The online was boosted a long time ago, and I was able to clean the single player trophies this month. Anything I say about this masterpiece has already been said 1,000 times, and then some. A 10 out of 10 must play for everyone, except a certain someone who doesn't like zombie games. Wonder who that could be. I actually don't know. Little Misfortune. Came upon this gem way back when it came out on PC, and it seemed really fun, so I had to get it on my PS as well. Very fun and cute, totally recommend it. Lake, this is the Death Stranding of the poor, or as I called it before, what Death Stranding would have been if what the haters said was actually true.
So Amy, just take note.
Yeah, Death Stranding, play it.
You've played it now.
Other than that, nothing too exciting about the story or the gameplay, other than being a very easy plat with relaxing gameplay, with a few nice radio songs which I enjoyed. Honestly, that 4-song playlist was an absolute belter, wasn't it?
But boring.
Absolutely loved it. Once again, I hope everyone has a great month to come. Stay strong. Love that.
Very nice.
Very, very nicely put.
So we've got Botty Fish, April Monthly Platinum, Tekken 8, Robocop, Wolfenstein the Old Blood, Ping Redux, Hello Neighbor 2, Road 96, Crisis. The other are grubby platinum I did in the spare time.
Oh, very nice. Plenty of platinums in there again.
Nice.
Love that Botty Fish. I've got Leon again in his weird games. Secure Succubus 3, 4, 5 and 6. I did 3 at the end of last month, so we'll ignore that one. 4 was basically just a whole game on the beach, which was cool. 5 was decent. Added some new characters. 6 expanded on the characters added in 5. 7 Days of Rose. This one was alright, was short, but I replayed it to get the good ending as well. A Winter's Daydream, probably the best visual novel I've played, or read I suppose, yet it was about loss and time, pretty good. If you have a spare hour or two, I'd suggest reading it, unlike the people who skip through them. So yeah, if you're like me, you just press R1 or whatever it is and just get all the trophies in 30 seconds. That was back when I was a pure sweat, not just a little bit of one like I am now. Would you like to run an idle cafe? Yes, I would. Next, Invector Rhythm Galaxy, the follow-up to Avicii Invector. Pretty good rhythm game, nothing too challenging except hitting 100% of the notes on a song, on hard and then on expert. Can probably be done in 10 to 15 hours for most people, to be honest. Concrete Genie 100%. Finally, this isn't stuck at 95% anymore. Yeah, love that. I'm a big fan. I don't know if or when I'll get a plat in May, as I'm at 299, doing Persona 5 Royal on the PS4 stack for 300, but I'm still only a couple of hours in. All I can say is when I post in whatever monthly, expect a few plats most likely. There'll be more good ones rather than all these 98% ones too. Damn those people who don't read the visual novels. Yeah, that's me. Fantastic.
And now we have Tiden. So just 1 plat this month since I was doing mostly work on FF7 Rebirth and the final Balatro trophy. Shotgun King, the final checkmate, a chess-based roguelike where you play as a lone king with a shotgun trying to blast away all the other side pieces without being put in checkmate. Interesting. Game's fun for the first 10 difficulties or so, but the difficulty scaled by giving you more enemies with more health while you have less ammo and worse aim, so the last 5 difficulties do not feel fun at all. A nice rare game though, as I was the 10th achiever.
Very, very nice, Tiden, love that. So we've got Richard Butler up next, just the 2 this month for me. Clean up for Batman as it was Game Club game, and I plan to do it for the 5 years plus badge, and Infamous for another badge. Congrats on a brilliant month, everyone.
Nice.
Oh, fantastic as always, dude. Love that.
We've got Joel, Be Unashamed. Got quite a few finally. I've been saving some easy trophies to get lots of plats in one day, but really wanted to start New Game Plus in Elden Ring, so I figured 10 was good. Plus 2 auto pops. So Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection. 8 out of 10 for fun, 4 out of 10 for annoyance. Great throwback to a childhood. I played this to death as a kid and maxed out all of the medals and stuff before trophies were even around. Planning to do the PS5 stack for my 501st platinum. Only gripe is that the trophy list could have been so much better. Missed out on a lot of potential here. Elden Ring, 10 out of 10 enjoyment, 2 out of 10 annoyance. Difficulty for the first 10 hours or so was definitely higher with a bit of learning curve. But overall it's really not as difficult as it was made out to be, but it is amazing. Might be my new favourite of all time. Between this, Witcher 3 and God of War Ragnarok, it's been a long time since I've kept playing a game after a platinum, but I'm at least 30 hours post-platinum now and very much looking forward to the DLC.
Very nice.
A Plague Tale Innocence, 8 out of 10 for enjoyment, 2 out of 10 for, I forgot what it is, difficulty.
Yeah.
Great story, it's definitely slower paced and more story driven, which I'm starting to appreciate much more. Definitely worth a try, a very unique and enjoyable experience. I'm not going to keep saying the difficulties and whatever.
That's
you
cool.
can all see this.
Yeah.
A Plague Tale Requiem, some changes from the first. Visuals are nice, the story was not quite as good in my opinion. Interface was more polished. I need another 11 hours sleep. Interface was more polished, needing almost 2 full playthroughs for one trophy was a kind of a bummer. Great game, but with no changes or anything, it's not so great to replay it immediately after. Minesweeper Genius, Minesweeper, remember that?
I do. It made no sense to play it in school and stuff, and I was just,
More annoyance and difficulty. It's not too bad, but I was really expecting Minesweeper, and this is more of its own game. Okay, if you want a puzzle, but it wasn't for me. Tinykin. Great game, I love the mechanics and style. I'm a fan of these indie platformers with a twist. I was not a fan of the thousands of collectibles. You need 100% of them, and if you miss one on a level, you might find it quickly afterwards, or you might run around for hours looking for the last one like me. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I love this game and can't believe I'm so late to it. The story, gameplay and even map were great to me. Sure, it was a little confusing at times, but I had a lot of fun exploring. I thought it really added to the immersion. Definitely my favourite Star Wars game so far and can't wait to start Survivor. Sackboy Big Adventure, overall a good game, although I felt it was on easy mode or something with the controls feeling floaty and little need for precision. I like the concept and all, but think it should have been ramped up the difficulty for more of the game. The end game challenges were really cool though. Also I know it kind of comes with the territory, but I wish games would chill on the collectibles sometimes. The time trials, survival challenges, etc. are definitely more of the highlight. We've got Shotgun Farmers, another one. So this one was interesting. It's a really good little indie shooter. All the weapons are plants and you get ammo by shooting the ground and waiting for more plants to grow. Then you grind out thousands of kills with all the different weapons. Problem is, it's a lot of kills with some of the weapons that really suck. We've got Lego Indiana Jones 2. Honestly, it was pretty mid for Lego games, or maybe now I've played too many, lol, but it feels very repetitive.
Nice. Fantastic month. Absolutely love that. I love that. Unbelievable, James. Skill issue. So we've got Cinder 8 next. April was very Final Fantasy VII heavy, being my only platinum and 100%. Went and did the PS4 remake and finished the Uffy DLC that I put off for so long because I didn't really like Fort Condor.
Yuffie.
While also...
Yuffie,
They say
Yuffie.
No, I can't have it. No, Yuffie. While also playing Rebirth and a little bit of the original. I love that. That's like the best month. Monthly champion. Voucher is on your way. Oh, it's fantastic that. Love to see it, of course.
So we've got AJ, 5 platinums this month and DLC cleanup on Spider-Man 2, 2 backlog cleanups. Don't know why South Park took me 6+ years to finish, as it was fun and a funny game. So we've got... Click it.
Yes, let's expand.
We've got F122, Star Wars, Jedi Survivor, Marvel, Spider-Man 2, Heal, House Flipper 2, which I feel like I can't play yet because I haven't finished the first one. And South Park, The Fractured But Whole.
Nice. So we've got Gen up next. Should have been a great month for me, but too many poo plats. Badgers have me doing crazy things. Naya, come on, runes. Triple poop rating. Knowledge Keeper. Could have probably got this plat in half the time with a guide, but I love these simple arcade-like graphics and logic levels. This game is same gameplay as the above cat game. Blind Men needed a visual novel for the Badgers. I've done that as well.
Which is actually quite funny, really, because it's a visual novel and it's called Blind Men. It's all about the fish.
I like it. I like it. I've done Blind Men as well, yeah. It's very much like a Winter's Daydream. Just skip through, get a pattern. Anyway, swiftly moving on. Ratchet and Clank. Didn't want this plat to end. My first Ratchet and Clank game, and I loved it from beginning to end. We'll definitely be playing more in this series.
Amy, you see that?
So she started
Played
with
the first one first.
Yeah. Everdream Valley, cute farming sim with cute gameplay and graphics, but very short platinum for this type of game. Main story ended quite abruptly, even though it had a huge map, so much potential gone to waste. Dead Island 2, forgettable story, but who cares? Mindless zombie hacking fun was all I ever wanted again from this long-awaited sequel, and it didn't disappoint. Quiz Viz UK rather. Learned a few new stuff about the UK. Was fun for a few minutes, then questions were just repeated. I hate that with those where there's just not enough variation. Remember the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game on PS1, and like after you played it a little bit, you would just win a million every time. Funny it was that easy. Life is Strange 2, interesting story, but the kid is an absolute nightmare to endure. I would have dumped him behind if it was my kid. Agreed.
Wasn't his kid.
Floofy's Adventures, cute cat shooter game. Had lots of fun with this one and loved the graphics. Card game is fun, but RNG spoils it. And then we've got your 113th plat, which was High on Life. The trailer sold this game to me immediately, and it didn't disappoint. The humour in this game had me laughing out loud. Such great fun. Love the gameplay too, and would highly recommend if you don't get offended easily. Another great game I didn't want to end. Yeah, it does look very, very funny. Very, very funny indeed.
Very nice. Oh. Aaron, just because I have not been here that long, but my last 2 months have been very nice, I think. So remember, when we're looking for monthly champion, this is 2 months.
Yeah, we're just looking at April. So you can see there's some Marcher stuff in there, which we absolutely don't mind you sharing, because you've got Iron Bread. Wow. Aliens Fire Team.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah, very impressive.
So for April, we've got, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I can see Bound in there. It looks like Tekken's in there. Yeah, not bad. Really, really good. Love that. So we've got Stephen up next. I hope everyone has had a great month. Myself, I've been busy with my studies and keeping up with mates, so I didn't get much done in terms of trophies. Dead Island Riptide, managed to bang this out with a friend over a weekend. Very surprising that they sold this game full price back in release, considering it felt more like an expansion to the first title instead of being standalone. Good dumb fun. Destiny 2, incredibly proud of this one, as I never thought I would platinum an MMO. Even though I have Fallout 76 platted, it doesn't really feel like an MMO in my eyes. If anyone is wondering how I got it so quickly, Bungie handed newbies the opportunity to instantly get the highest tier gear, so that all form of content is accessible. I'm also very lucky to have a friend who has been playing since launch day of Destiny 1 and had the answers to all my questions, as well as carrying me through a Grandmaster Nightfall. Think of it as a form of mini raid. Lastly, I started both Skyrim and Dishonored, and while Dishonored is my current go-to right now, Skyrim will sit in my backlog as the casual game I'll go back to every now and again. Happy hunting in May.
I would like to point out that Stephen has just said how he hasn't done very much because he's been very busy.
And then he actually has done really well.
He's done more than, I've counted, so there's me. And I counted 3 or 4 other people. Yeah. That you've done more than. So right, Mr. Stobbs, just 2 wee plats in April. Spent more time catching up on some TV. May though we do better.
Yeah, though we do better. Nice.
House Flipper 2, and I feel like I need to do it now.
Yeah.
And Straight, and I also need to do that, and I'm so sad it's not on anymore.
Yeah, you would really enjoy it. Yeah, it's really, really
Even
fun.
the kids in my class talk about Stray.
So we've got Spud up next, 2 platinums in April. The Yakuza Like a Dragon, really enjoyed this. Great engaging story, and the RPG mechanics are good once you get used to them. Not the best Yakuza game, but definitely a solid entry. Football Manager 24, rinse and repeat of last year's version, although this time I used PSG rather than City to win everything. Nice.
So we've got Mr. Void. So April was really good for me. 8 platinums, 200% and 2 DLC cleanups. To save poor Jeff and Becky from reading me droning on for the hour, I'm just going to sum up the highlights. And to start the highlights, we have the worst game of my list, The Smoking. Gameplay can be fun when you get all the powers, but that isn't until near the end. The story is met with an especially unlikable lead character, which, by the way, is the point, in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And a bracelet is supposed to be charming. It just comes off as irritating. I agree with that. Some people say this game is not that bad. Out of respect for these people, I gave it a shot, and so continue with that respect. It is that bad. Do not play. I played my first ever Final Fantasy game, and it was fantastic. He's bringing himself back. I was worried going in because the game is older than me, and I'm old, but it stands up really well. And unlike a lot of other titles in the genre, it doesn't take 1 million hours to complete. Finally, Hitman 2016 PS Plus game that sat in my backlog for a long time. I was expecting a stealth game, but with the ways you interact with the AI, do these strange and spectacular kills, it's like super elaborate high-level murder chess. I'd recommend this to anyone. The rest can be checked out in the screenshots below. Apologies that they wouldn't fit on the screen.
Oh, that's curious. I'm curious to see. Oh yes, it was the first Final Fantasy. Yeah, that I was wondering which one it was that you did.
Nice.
You know, very very nice. No, great month. Love that. So we've got Phillips to Rhyme up next. April was a good month for my platinum journey as I was able to earn 5 platinums. Happy Hunting Legends, and we've got them nicely displayed on screen there. So yeah, very very good month. Like that, very solid.
We've got Plush Mick.
Yeah.
Solid April for sure. So we've got A Hat in Time, Dead by Daylight, Overwatch 2, Slave Zero X, Jack X Combat Racing, and Eldest Souls.
Very nice.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's a really good month, that, to be fair. Some nice ultra rares in there too. So we've got Gravity Rush Raven, Sorry I'm Late, just 1 platinum.
Don't you worry,
and
we're
2
late.
100.
No, hang on. You are not late. We're late. Sorry, carry on.
It was funny though, wasn't it? 'Cause Dragon had messaged asking like, can he post May, and he hadn't even posted April yet. But no, that's great.
Sorry, read it again.
Sorry I'm Late, just 1 platinum and 2 100% this month. So we've got a platinum there with what a surprise, a driving game, Cars 3, Driven to Win, and then we've got MotoGP 14 Compact and Capcom Arcade Second Stadium 100%. Very very nice. And wow, it's been weird.
So the unfortunateness of this is that I clocked it because at the side of our screen, there was obviously you can see it. At the side of the screen, you can see Stephen and Craig's name, and Craig kept coming online and offline, so I spotted it because I saw it going up and down. Then tried not to bring attention to it, but couldn't not laugh. And then obviously, eventually, Jeff has noticed it. All of the front log.
I like it.
The front log was showing. What can we say?
I hope your front. I hope your front log's showing on Friday, Craig. No,
you can round this off.
I did. Yeah, I caught it. I caught it out the corner of my eye.
I mean, you saw my laugh for it.
I feel like you might need to keep this. It's much better than the name Craig, isn't it? Oh, it's awesome. I love it. Happy almost May, everyone. Remember when Jeff said the videos will be getting closer to the start of the month? I didn't think he meant the start of the following month. Good point. I take it on board. Yes, I know my username says mod, but if my memory bits serve me correctly, I was a mod in April. As expected, April was a pretty quiet month for me with only 2 platinums and 2 DLC cleanups.
Memory bits.
So we've got Dead Island 2. Played this with Louise. I say she played it, she ran around, and whenever there was any slightly difficult combat, the controller was launched across the sofa at me, so I could continue to play. Good old zombie slaying fun and improves greatly on the first game. Thanks James for the assist with the multiplayer trophies. If you're a fan of zombie slasher games, consider this for the backlog. 100% golf with your friends DLC cleanup, nice. Ironic name considering I played this alone. The final DLC pack eventually went on sale, so I took the liberty of cleaning that up until the devs decided it's time for another pack to be released. The Division 2, a good looter shooter to play with friends, however it does overstay its welcome after 40 hours. Thanks Platinum Jangas for helping me with the photo trophy. What a drag, and to those who also offered. Also managed to get most of the DLC cleaned up. But need to get those 8-player raids done. Any volunteers? Yeah, I need some help as well. 100% Power Wash Sim DLC cleanup. Pun very much intended. Cleanup, like it. Bought the first DLC pack in a previous month and told myself I'd purchase one a month, but it was too good to put down. If you enjoy power washing, strange hobby, but you do, you. Simulator games or just having fun in general, this should definitely be straight on. Totally straight.
Right, the problem is that I can just see a phallic-shaped object with things hanging off it when you put it on your front log.
It's got loads of things. Just like, I mean, how big is it?
It has to get bigger the more you add on to it.
Wow. Size of some people's front log. So jealous.
You don't have a very big front log, do you?
No, just a small log. I don't know. Now it's time for me to think about what I'll write for the next monthly collection in 4 days' time.
No, it is 4. No, it's not.
A couple of days.
3 days.
We promise we'll try and do it a little bit sooner. As always, we had a lot of fun going through those.
Do you know what I missed? We haven't had a story.
I know. Where's the forest dweller himself? I've missed those.
We miss you.
And then
Come back.
I'm trying to think who it was who was also writing quite funny stuff in the past couple. Mine's gone blank. But anyway, come back. Like Rose of Titanic. Yeah, we had a lot of fun as always. And if you would kindly, once you've thought about it a little bit, drop Ray a message with who you think deserves monthly champion, as we keep banging on about, so it's not the same people who clearly smash it all the time. I don't want to see them not be able to win anymore.
Absolutely,
but try and factor in some people who may have gone, above and beyond as well. It's not always just about who does the most games or the hardest
it's not
games.
about the rarities and things like that.
Thinking about people's skill levels, and has that been a
do you have a massive skill issue like he does?
I mean, there is that. So yeah, just sort of factor that in. Drop Ray a message. We'll leave the monthly collection closed for a couple of days. Maybe the first of.
It shouldn't be open until the 1st anyway, because there's still another 3 days of gaming.
I agree. So yeah, a couple of days for Ray to get the votes in and that kind of stuff, and then we'll open it back up and try our best to do May's a bit sooner. I mean, yeah, I was just thinking of dates, but no, we'll be back at work. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as long as it doesn't go into the next month.
Yeah, we're still in the month it was meant to be made in.
But yeah, if you have enjoyed the video, please consider dropping a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. It really means a lot to both myself and Becky, and of course helps us grow the channel. We're on the push to 1K.
We're getting so close. It's like we're crawling at the minute. So if you've got any friends and you just say to them, yes, and you don't even have to like gaming, just like, just subscribe. Just subscribe.
But no, hopefully you guys have enjoyed it, and whatever you're doing, look after yourself, stay safe, and we shall see you in the next one.